This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. The territory continues to make progress with COVID-19 vaccinations throughout the territory, as well as keeping the COVID rate down. Health officials addressed that positive news and much more at the governor's news conference on Monday. Our USVI News' Ali Bourne-Vanek brings us all the details.
Emily, there are several updates with COVID in the territory. First, the number of active cases has gone down to 55 cases. Second, health officials are reporting that the territory has administered more than 25,000 vaccination shots. This is on track of the territory's goal of having 50,000 vaccination shots by July. Also, there are several new developments when it comes to travel. The Department of Justice is reporting that dozens of fraudulent tests have been uploaded to the VI's travel portal. Here's more.
In these trying times of the COVID pandemic, we are all responsible for keeping each other safe from sickness. That is why it was particularly disturbing to find out that some Virgin Islanders, and primarily Virgin Islanders, are intentionally putting their fellow residents at risk of infection from a potentially deadly virus. We are the ones who should care most for each other. We are the ones who should be going out of our way to protect each other. There is simply no excuse for this behavior. And make no mistake about it, submitting false documents to the government of the Virgin Islands is criminal behavior. Falsifying test results for submission to the government of the Virgin Islands is criminal behavior. In accordance with this policy announcement, the Attorney General has directed that henceforth, anyone submitting forged documents or false test results through the travel screening portal will be prosecuted. We have identified two Virgin Islands statutes that are applicable. Section 843 of Title 14, entitled False and Fraudulent Statements upon the Government, makes it a crime for anyone in any matter within the jurisdiction of any agency of the government of the Virgin Islands to knowingly and willfully falsify, conceal, or cover up by any trick, scheme, or device a material fact, or to make any false or fraudulent statement or representation in such matters. Violators under Section 843 face a fine of up to $500 or imprisonment of up to 2 years, or both the fine and imprisonment. Section 795 of Title 14 of the Virgin Islands Code is also applicable. Section 795 relates to the filing of and recording of forged instruments. That statute criminalizes the procuring or offering of any false or fraudulent instrument to be filed or recorded in any public office within the Virgin Islands. Violators under Section 795 will face a fine of up to $1,000 and can be imprisoned for up to 5 years.
And for the upcoming Easter weekend holiday, the Bryan administration is encouraging everyone to stay as safe as possible and to still social distance, as many like to come together during holiday celebrations. In St. Thomas, Ali Bourne-Vanek, USVI News.
Thank you so much, Ali. Yeah, that's right. The camping is prohibited this coming weekend in the territory. Well, the Biden administration is extending a moratorium on eviction of tenants who are unable to make rental payments during this COVID-19 pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control director signed the extension, which was scheduled to expire on March 31st. The moratorium has now been extended through June 30th. It provides protection for renters out of concern that having families lose their homes and move into shelters or share crowded conditions with relatives or friends during a pandemic would further spread the virus. Now, to be eligible for protection, renters must earn $198,000 or less for couples filing jointly, $99,000 for single filers. They must also demonstrate that they've tried to get government help to pay their rent. A judge has, for the third time, denied bail for Ghislaine Maxwell, the former girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell is awaiting trial, accused of helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. Epstein committed suicide in 2019 while behind bars awaiting trial. Maxwell has pleaded not guilty to charges of recruiting, grooming, and ultimately abusing 3 alleged victims, including a girl as young as 14 years old. Last month, she offered to renounce her British and French citizenships in an effort to be released from jail pending trial. She also said she would put up her and her spouse's assets in a new account to be monitored by a retired federal judge. However, the judge in Maxwell's case recently determined that Maxwell still has international connections, funding, and experience evading detection. So again, for the third time, she was denied bail with the concern that she is a flight risk. Meantime, opening statements kicked off Monday in the trial of former Minneapolis, Minnesota police officer Derek Chauvin. Chauvin is charged with murder and manslaughter in connection with the death of George Floyd. Jury selection lasted nearly 3 weeks, and this trial could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Security has been tightened around where this trial is being held. The Biden administration is working on a system for people to prove they have been vaccinated against coronavirus. The so-called Vax Pass or vaccine passport could be used by individuals in the workplace, in schools, or traveling internationally. According to a senior White House official, multiple agencies are involved in the planning process. Potentially, the vaccine credentials could play a role in multiple aspects of our daily life. The travel industry in particular has been calling on the federal government to develop a kind of universal Vax Pass system. In the meantime, you could eventually need that Vax Pass to fly. This as the airline industry looks to be rebounding with passengers. The Transportation Security Administration says it has screened more than 1 million people for 2 straight weeks. Even so, numbers are still down from pre-pandemic levels. The industry group Airlines for America says planes are about 71% full on average. This recent spike, though, could be attributed to spring break, and that's causing concerns, too, among health officials who've been discouraging people from traveling, even those who have been vaccinated. The uptick in passengers means more flights, too. United Airlines says it'll resume service to international points and add multiple flights to its U.S. domestic vacation destinations as well. The territory now has a new commissioner for the Department of Public Works. The Senate Rules and Judiciary Committee unanimously approved Governor Albert Bryan's nomination of Derek Gabriel for the position. Gabriel most recently was the territory manager for Uptim, where he was responsible for providing support to program operations for all ongoing recovery projects, as well as overseeing the territory's overall business development across the service lines. Gabriel says he's excited and looks forward to working with the great folks at the Department of Public Works. The Humane Society of St. Thomas is desperately asking for your help to help them save animals. It's urgently reaching out to our community and beyond for help in saving the heartworm positive animals currently in the care of the Humane Society of St. Thomas. Heartworm disease affects the heart and lungs and is usually fatal for dogs. So the cost to treat these animals ranges for anywhere from $300 to $1,000, depending on the size of the dog. Each animal undergoing treatment needs quiet and stable environments to help them recover, and this is where you come in. April, according to the Humane Society, is Heartworm Awareness Month, so they're asking you to please consider sponsoring heartworm treatment for a dog or even fostering one during its treatment. You can contact the Humane Society of St. Thomas if you can help them out in any way.